Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Piofiore, Fated Memories, with Dante still. I think this is going to be our last video with him for a little while until we unlock some more stuff. If we get to unlock more stuff. It's just, he has quite a few pictures, and I don't know if they're all from bad ends or not. And it's a little bit confusing to me how this is laid out. So just bear with me. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Alright, so let's see. Start. Go through the prologue again. Wait, what's this? Storia Triste? Episodes following the bad ending. Huh. I guess that's where some of the new pictures are going to come from. The other pictures. Oh, and what's this? Following the finale. Oh dear, we have all kinds of extra stuff after this is done, huh? Alright, well anyway, let's go to the prologue. Because it says prologue. Oh dear. Is this here the guy who scribbled out? Is he the guy with the mask? That was in that one scene? I cannot wait to unlock that. But I guess we're going for Dante's prologue. Prologue 1926. Oh, is this the prologue for the sequel? I wonder. February 15th, 1926. Everything had finally settled. I decided to leave the church I called home so I could live with Dante. The Falzones welcomed me into their family wholeheartedly. The guest room I used was remodeled for my own personal use. What? I'm not staying in Dante's room? The days I spent here with Dante were filled with happiness. Or is that just like my own workshop room for special projects? But recently Dante's been busy. Buongiorno, Dante. Wait, is this after the drunken scene? Buongiorno, Lily. We exchanged our greetings as usual. I'm happy to see you so early today. Thank you, Dante. Hearing those sweet words and his warm voice tickled me a bit. So, would you like a cafe latte? Or perhaps a cappuccino? Then, maybe a cappuccino. Yes, I'll get right to it. Julia and the rest always had breakfast prepared quickly and early. But preparing Dante's morning drink had become my job. I certainly wasn't complaining. Yeah, I wouldn't be either. I mean, look at how happy he was. I'd make breakfast for my honey. After breakfast, I was clearing the dishes as usual when suddenly... Okay, it's not that he's been too busy, it's that he's extremely lovey-dovey. Dante appeared in the salon, dressed up from head to toe. Are you going out, Dante? I have a meeting with the Visconti, with Gilbert, at the casino today. With Gil? You've been seeing him a lot lately. Yes. The relationship between the Falzone and the Visconti is getting better than ever before. And do you still have to meet Gil this often? With the Lalshu gone, we no longer need to worry about each other as much. The fighting between our men now is nearly non-existent. But... Dante frowned a bit. Yeah, what's up with that? What's with that scowl? The Lalshu were merely the subordinates of the Chinese mafia, the Lu Huanghui. We still need to work on a plan to face them before they take action. I'm sorry. So you need to finish off the remnants. Dante gave a wry smile. This isn't a good subject to talk about so early. We're not in immediate danger. Both Gilbert and I have agreed that it's better to be safe than sorry. I think pretty much everyone can agree on that. With Yang gone, Bologna is back to normal again. Nothing will change that fact. Yes, you're right. Well, hey, at least we still have our mornings. We'll have our evenings back once they finish this business. I nodded and asked them a question. So, what time will you be back? If all goes as scheduled, by mid-afternoon. Sounds good to hear. I'll bake some torta al limone for you then. I can't wait. Oh, you went in for a kiss? Huh? He gave me a gentle smile and very naturally gave me a kiss on the cheek. Oh. I better get going. Oh, be safe. This wasn't the first time Dante did this as he was leaving, but I still can't get used to it. Oh, you will eventually. I saw Dante off and felt the heat build up in my cheeks. So cute. Unbelievable. I checked my watch and let out a sigh. I've been here forever. What in the world is going on? You're making his lunch late. He's got a lunch date. Come on, Gil.
Hey, Dante. So, waiting for me outside the room. That's mighty kind of you.
Of course not. I'm waiting for someone to lead me in. No one has arrived yet.
Huh? That's odd. Usually someone's out here waiting for us.
Uh-oh. Is there a problem? I'm very sorry. We're very sorry to keep you waiting, Signor Falzone, Signor Redford. Let me lead you into the room. Please, this way. Where is the Dittore? Ah, yes, that's who it is. This is the guy who was scratched out, I think. Pretty man with the mask. Well, he left the casino. I've been sent by the government as a replacement until another director is assigned. Oh. Does he have something to do with the church? Apparently he's some guy who's pulling strings behind the scene, especially if he's showing up in our extras.
Oh?
Gilbert chatted casually with the man as we were led through the casino.
He started here a few years ago, didn't he? Guess he didn't last as long as expected.
The Dittore is employed by the government, and there must have been a reassignment. Not that it concerns us at all. Then again... Oh, so the government's been having dealings in this whole situation too. That is a lot of hands. So many factions dealing in one incident.
I hope the next guy's easier to work with.
Oh, was this one that hard? Indeed. We only got to meet him once so far. Gilbert took a seat and then looked at me.
So, what's Lily doing? You got her to come live with you, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. She has agreed to live at the manor. She is accustomed to the environment already. That sounds so dry and scientific. She can visit the church as she pleases, though I do have guards to accompany her.
Still, she doesn't go there every day.
How do you know? You still keeping an eye on me?
Isn't she bored sitting around at your place?
Well, hopefully I've taken up some hobbies. No, she's helping the maids clean the manor and prepare the meals. Ah, busy work.
Huh? So, she's like your wife.
Yep, but without the actual marriage. I'm not sure where you got that from.
Come on. I can't have been the first one to say it.
Not to his face, at least, apparently.
Oh, I see. Come to think of it, the Falzone family's always been about continuing the bloodline. Guess everyone there finally feels better now that they see you with a woman.
I know he didn't mean it that way, but it kind of makes it sound like I suspected that he was not of the correct persuasion or something. We're thinking he was spending a little too much time with Gilbert.
I suppose. Niccolo must be pretty happy then. He enjoys having something to ridicule. Nicola has always been the same.
Oh, come on, he's not still picking on me, is he?
And he knows very well that I actually care for Lily. Oh? Back to the topic, Gilbert. Come on, I was just getting started.
He wants to talk about it more.
I have no reason to share my personal life with you. You're a wet blanket, you know that? It isn't strange, asking a friend about their love life.
So we're considered friends now? That's cool.
Who's a friend here?
Aw, don't say that.
I frowned at him, but oddly enough, I wasn't angry at all.
Aw, you shouldn't have left it that way. You should have acknowledged him as a friend. Like, at least given him a little grudging smile or something at the end there. Just when the torta was ready, I heard a noise coming from the entrance. It must be Dante. I don't know, he's kind of been held up. I think he's going to be late. Welcome home, Dante!
I'm back.
Oh, he wasn't late at all. I guess they made it short.
This is for you.
He handed me a small bouquet of daisies. Aw, how cute!
You're much cuter, Lily.
Oh, it's almost too sickly sweet. Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Did your meeting with Gil go well?
Yes. Thankfully, we finished sooner than expected.
If you have some time, how about some tea? The torta I promised you is hot out of the oven.
Then let's have some together, Lily. Will you join me in my office later?
Certainly. We spent our time together chatting idly through the remainder of the evening. The torta I made today was filled with lemon cream. I was very pleased with it. Seeing that he wasn't talking much while eating, I think it came out perfectly. Because he was eating it quickly and not talking in the midst of the meal. I'll put the bouquet in my room. Thank you for the lovely gift, Dante.
I'm glad that you're happy. I just happened to be by the florist. Thinking about your smile made me choose them.
I held my breath at his words. He's just making me blush left and right.
Lily?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I shook my head and gave a smile to try and hide the redness appearing on my face. It's nothing.
Well, if you say so.
Don't you think you need to compliment Dante a little bit more? He's so sweet, complimenting me all the time.
By the way, Gilbert mentioned he wanted to see you.
Oh, and you're okay with that?
I might set up some time for you to see him. Is that all right?
Why? Why would you do that? I mean, it's okay with me, but weird.
I think we'll invite him here for dinner.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Yes, of course.
I see.
Wait a minute. Huh? Dante looked a bit perplexed. He hesitantly began to speak.
Actually, I don't want you to see him.
Aww. He looks so sad now. See, I have a feeling that he was like, all of our times when we get embarrassed and silence up and we're like, no, it's nothing. I think he's misreading it. Huh? Oh, why not?
You're becoming more beautiful by the day, and
Jealousy.
I don't want to show that to any other man.
Oh, now he's the one blushing. His embarrassed smile was so beautiful that I didn't know what to say. But Dante didn't notice my expression and continued on to another subject.
Oh, and also, I have a dinner meeting with a client tomorrow. I'll be late, so you can go to sleep ahead of me.
Okay, I understand. I found my calm again and nodded in acknowledgement. After speaking with Dante, I left the room with the empty dishes. Dante's been looking after me since things have settled, but recently he's been possessive? No, kinder to me? What's even kinder than when we first started staying here? I mean, he seemed like he was being pretty kind at the end of the game. I suppose I could say he's been sweeter. He's just totally head over heels in love. He was always making my heart race. We really didn't have the luxury of time back when we lived together at the hideout. Come to think of it, he gave me roses before as an apology. Maybe what I'm seeing now is the true Dante? One that's not under stress all the time? He was an Italian through and through. Ah, the romantic sort. The stereotype is the overbearing lover. It would make sense that he was naturally able to approach women like this. He gives flowers and spoils me with sweet words. Yet, although she's Italian, she still acts like a Japanese girl. I mean, yes, I'm happy about it, but I can't keep up with his approaches. I can't stop myself from blushing each time. Having someone I admire pamper me so much made my heart throb. I really need to get used to this. That was what I thought. Until he got super busy and didn't have any time at all for you? A few days later. What, have I not seen him for a few days?
Buongiorno, Lily.
Oh, welcome home, Nicola. Nicola returned and greeted me with a smile on his face. Oh, where's Dante?
He went to meet with some lobbyists. He'll be attending a dinner meeting as well.
I see.
You haven't seen him lately.
No, I usually see him in the mornings, and not that we have much time to talk.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do Dante's work in his stead. But most of the meetings require the family boss's presence.
He can't help being so busy. I guess that was just a rarity, that time that we had for a while. Ever since the new year began, the government pressure against the mafia had gotten worse. Ah, Il Dottore. Did you leave the casino just to go make trouble for us? I recalled hearing some of the men here talking about it.
But aren't you lonely?
Well,
Dante being busy and him making you lonely are two separate things.
Nicola,
What is it?
how much longer will Dante be this busy?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Myself?
I'm not saying it to be mean, you know. I just figured Dante would be happy to hear you asking him about it.
Do you think?
That's what I'd do, at least.
Well, yeah, somebody's asking you, when will you have time for me? It's gonna make him feel happy because you want to spend time with him. Asking him directly feels like I'm just burdening him with more things, but I didn't have a good reason to refute Nicola's suggestion. Unless I actually just said that, that it felt like I was burdening him.
It was late at night when I was finally able to return to the manor. It's been like this more often recently. I leave in the morning and return at night. I went to see Lily.
I miss you, Dante.
Her smile was all I needed to do away with the overwhelming fatigue I felt. Yet, I froze each time I stood in front of Lily's door.
Oh, why aren't we sharing a bedroom? This drives me nuts. How can we be living in the same house and have separate bedrooms? Maybe this will be the impetus for that to start.
She's an early riser. She must be asleep.
That's fine. Wake me up.
I don't want to wake her up. a good reason for me to not knock.
So he's gonna come in to see my sleeping face?
I exhaled to shake off my feelings and continued walking past her room.
Oh, come on. Come on. You know you want to see my sleeping face.
Not
Not seeing Dante had continued for the past 2 weeks. I let out a sigh as I read a book in my room. This isn't good. Nothing I'm reading is sticking to my mind. Oh, I hate that. Sometimes you'll sit there with a book and read the same paragraph 4 times and you still have no idea what it said. I marked my page with a bookmark I made from the daisies from Dante. Everything is the same as usual, except for not seeing Dante. Going to church and making sweets wasn't making me feel much better. Dante was so busy that I wasn't able to see him in the mornings either. Aw, we don't even have our breakfast. I wish I could talk to him. Not only talk, but more. Yeah, more. I began to blush, thinking about the selfish things I wished I could do with him. I think he just gotta sleep in his office or stay up a little late at night. Or apparently he must have his own bedroom, right? Sneak into his bed and wait. I looked out the window by chance and saw Dante coming out of a car that had just parked outside the manor. Ah! I quickly stood up from my chair and rushed to the kitchen. Why the kitchen? I prepared a sweet cup of latte and brought it straight to Dante's office. I took a breath in front of his office and slowly knocked on the door. Dante, I have a cup of cafe latte for you.
come in.
I finally saw him in front of me. That alone made me want to jump with joy. Put the coffee down first. I set the cafe latte down on Dante's desk. He looked up from the pile of papers. You're early today.
Yes, but I have a meeting tonight, too.
That's okay, you're here right now. Spend time with me.
I need to step out again as soon as I finish reviewing these documents.
Then let me delay that review. I see.
I have enough time to enjoy the cafe latte. Grazie, Lily.
Ask him! Ask him! After taking a sip, Dante went back to the papers on his desk. I better leave quietly so that I don't disturb Dante's work. But I couldn't get my legs to move. There's so much I want to say to him. I didn't want to leave his office yet. Noticing that I hadn't left yet, Dante raised his head up from the papers.
What is it?
Dante, you've been busy recently. You're coming home late, too.
Yes.
Is the work that important?
It is. Huh?
When will your work settle down? The tone of my voice was so childlike that I surprised even myself.
Lily.
I'm sorry, Dante. I just... He's going to be upset at me. Oh, come on. When has Dante ever been upset at you? I'm sorry to disturb you. Please, don't push yourself too hard. I hurriedly turned around and grabbed the door handle. When he grabbed my hand,
Lily.
I turned around, hearing him call my name. He didn't look upset. In fact, he was smiling.
Come here.
Can I be your cafe latte? Oh. I hesitantly approached Dante at his desk. Suddenly, he took my arm. Picture? Yeah. Oh, and the little bump thing for sitting down. Ah! Dante gently pulled me onto his lap. He looked up at me with gentle eyes. There were so many things I wanted to say to Dante, but somehow I couldn't speak. I was scared that I'd sound like a spoiled child again. Dante spoke kindly.
I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't make time to be with you, and you must have been lonely.
No, you're busy, so it can't be helped. You don't need to apologize. I'm just...
Work isn't an excuse.
But it is a reason.
As a man, leaving my love and anxiety is more than enough reason to apologize.
Dante,
It's been a while since I looked into your eyes. I want to see you. I want to be with you. I want all the time in the world to spend with you. And that's been on my mind all this time.
all to make up for his absence in like the first 2/3 of his plot, of his storyline. He was so absent in most of his storyline, but now he's like super lovey-dovey. His honest words were warming my heart. You've been so sweet to me since I started living here. It may be normal for you, Dante, but for me it isn't normal at all.
What do you mean?
Like how you give me flowers and say that I'm cute or that I'm beautiful. Even kissing me on your way out is... I just keep wondering what I did to deserve this.
You don't like it?
No, if anything, it makes me really happy. It's just that I can't stop my heart from racing each time you do those things. And,
And?
before I knew it, I realized I couldn't live my life without you spoiling me like this. So, not seeing you is really lonesome. I've never been this lonely before. I'm not really sure how to control it, now that I know what it's like to be fawned upon.
Why control it? I'd be even happier if you'd let me spoil you even more than now.
But you don't have time for that.
Remember when I made you sad when I wasn't able to relay my feelings to you? So, I've been doing my best to try and express my feelings as much as possible.
Really?
Yes.
I was surprised. I didn't think you could do all this so naturally, Tay. I thought it was just something you did.
I'm glad it looked natural to you.
Apparently it wasn't. It's much harder than it looked, Lily. Praise him for his efforts.
I'm always thinking of if I can keep a smile on my love's face. It's good to know I was on the right track.
Dante is doing all this for me. I finally realized how much love Dante was giving me, even now.
Lily.
Thank you, Dante. I'm all right now. I regained my calm and got off his lap. Oh, I'm sorry to have bothered you. Dante looked at me with a serious expression on his face.
I'll probably be busy for a while. But I have no intention of making you feel lonely.
Dante.
I haven't had much of you recently, Lily.
Aw, he's missed me too. Look at that sadness.
Can I visit your room tonight?
Mm-hmm. How about I make your room my room?
It may be late at night, but...
Yes, of course. Anytime you want. That would be my words exactly. I'll be waiting. Dante rose slightly from the chair. I faced him, and we kissed each other gently.
We'll continue tonight.
Yeah, it'll be so gentle tonight. I I can't wait. I nodded amid the deafening sound coming from my heartbeat. Oh. I left the office after Dante finished his cafe latte. I'd rather not leave, but I wasn't lonely anymore. Dante's words were all I needed to keep warm inside. I looked out the window to see the sky painted a vivid red. Again, it's orange, fading down to yellow. There is no red. I never wanted night to fall so quickly. Dante would be coming to my room tonight. Until then, I'll keep thinking about him. I just know it. Oh, and now we're doing others. So probably back at the church, I imagine? Okay, I think this is Emilio and Orlok, so I'm going to read it that way, but I'm not sure if I'm right. So, just a guess. You certainly committed many sins, but it is particularly our responsibility that you dirtied your hands with blood. Ah. So, killing you isn't an option. Um, we do preach not to kill others, and... What are you... Oh, I'm talking about your future here. Future. I will only move when I have to. I didn't bring you here simply on a whim. You still have a role to fulfill. You may not know that, but the stars do. Um, Leaving you alone may lead to you twisting your fate by your own hands. So, I'm going to have you stay put with me for a while. He just keeps ellipsing. You're... Yep, Emilio, I'm right. The more time you have to repent for your sins, the better. Isn't that right, Henry? Ah. Now I'm really confused about the whole... It's like when you go to start... Yeah, there's the title story, there's the prologue, but it says like on the I don't know. I'm still confused about certain things. In any case, we still have his bad endings to go through. So I'll figure out what's going on in the next video. So hope to see you there on some of my other ones. And I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.